I was told at a young age that life is a series of choices. It was repeated and repeated to me, and as I have discovered, it's true. As I have told my own daughter, life is a pathway that we're heading down with many forks in the road, many choices to make, and most of those choices are hard choices, even the good ones. If you're out for a day and you're heading down the trail and you have to choose between this beautiful meadow and waterfall and that beautiful meadow and waterfall, and you only have time before sunset to see one of them, and then you might not ever be back this way. And those are choices, even when they're good choices, that are hard to make. And that's life. That's the nature of life. And our time is very much that day. We have one limited chunk of time that began already, and it will end someday. And each and every choice is a fork in the path, a split and a divergence that means that the destinies that were left behind down those other paths, you may never ever see, you may never know where they would have gone. Those are the could-have-beens and the what-ifs and the places where our regrets and our second guesses can get the best of us. But it's not just a path, it's a flowing river too. It has a current to it. We can't go back. And that's time itself coursing down the path, pushing us along to where we have to just keep making those choices. And I told her, my daughter, that a lot of those choices are choices when you get there that you wouldn't have ever wanted to have to make. When you're a parent, when you're in any relationship and you're choosing where to spend your time, it's all a hard decision. And here we are, almost at a new year again, at a place in the calendar where everything starts over, where it's tradition to make choices and changes. And choices and changes is all there are. And each one has its destiny. I don't know if we have a set destiny, but every single choice, every single fork in the path that you take, then leads you to that choice's destiny. And at this point, in this quest, we are so far down the trail together that destinies have been joined, experiences have occurred that would not have been the same experience without sharing it, without getting the feedback from other people, from you, from my viewers, my audience, the people that have become friends and like a family, a tribe over time, a community. And that has changed and altered the quest, and as I am told, the quest has changed and altered others, and so it's all intertwined now. And the destinies of all of those choices, of everything that I've chosen to do on this channel, and the interactions and the relationships that have occurred, those are all part of the destiny of each and every choice that has brought us here. And I like to think that perhaps it's meant to be, that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. At this point, the most important thing I have learned is that it is a gift to be alive, and that each day is that gift being re-given and re-given. And for those around you that you love to stay alive and stay healthy, and to be able to share your experiences with those people, with others. Thank you for joining me on this quest for the good parts and the bad parts and everything in between. This right here, this is Tumbling Thoughts and Rolling Rhymes. It's a book of poetry and stuff from when I was in 4th grade. This right here this is also a book of poetry. A Boy's Quest for Details. That was the original title. And that was the year 2000. And so that's where the original title comes from. But basically, I made this in the year 2000. And I was already 4 years out of high school. And it was because of this in 4th grade that I made with my teacher, Mrs. Payne, Phyllis Payne. And we all came up with that title, Tumbling Thoughts and Rolling Rhymes. And we all had to contribute poems. Oh, there's some names. There are some names there. That's all of us. And then it starts, and it goes through everybody's poems. And this was when computers were first coming into the world, and so we had one computer for the entire school. And this is my 2 poems from when I was in 4th grade that I wrote and contributed. The first one, they told me to pick out an animal that I was like, so I picked out a tree. And yeah, I still have big trees tattooed on my entire body and stuff. That's the tree of Gondor. Since we're doing it all revealing, it doesn't have the other 6 stars on there yet. It has the stones. And keep in mind, I got some of my information wrong, but this is entitled Agate. Something I will never forget is when I first saw a shiny agate, laying between 2 gray rocks at the beach. I was standing by my long-haired mother. She explained what it was and how it was made. I learned that this unusual rock was actually a pretty ball of sand, compressed through millions of years of rolling on the ocean's bottom. I soon realized, that was the part that I got wrong. I was a 4th grader, so cut me some slack. I soon realized there was one just about everywhere I looked, so for the next few weeks I spent most of my time gathering agates. When I came to California, I had to drive from place to place, and during all of this, I lost most of them. Today, I only have one to remind me of Oregon. I can still say in my mind, I shall return. My cat Simon is up there, so I have to go back, and that's enough for me. So, there's a look. And early night writings video kind of reveals some things, let you know how long we've been on the quest. This is me in 4th grade writing about a memory of me probably when I was 4 or 5 or 6. And I was born in Lincoln, Oregon, and we lived on the Aquina Bay in Newport when it was a very small town. There's Nye Beach and Agate Beach, and they're one and the same in the end. Just wanted to share that with you. There's a lot of words in it. It's a boy's quest for details. When I started this channel, I decided to call it The Quest for Details, in homage to that, in homage to this, because this teacher changed my life. She made me into a poet, and that's a story for another day perhaps, but we could all thank her for everything. So, yeah. On with the show. This is it. So it's been a little while since you've seen him.
Yeah, it's been a weird year, I'll have to say, but onwards and upwards. This is be a new year coming up here, and I get to learn a whole bunch of new stuff. Get to start out with stubby legs. That'll be handy for metal detecting because I'll be closer to the ground than all these guys. I won't have to get up and down all the time. So we'll see how it goes, and wouldn't have made it this far without the support of my whole gang. So the network makes it work, I gotta say. And we'll just keep on keeping on here and see what happens. I'll talk to you more as I find out more, because this is a new one for me. Never too old to learn. That's my theory. So we'll find out. I don't have to get down to work under my dump truck anymore. I can just run right under there and fix stuff. So onwards and upwards. We're having fun now.
And quest on.
That's right. 2025, the quest continues.
That's good news.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Stay tuned in the coming new year, because she's actually going to show you her rock collection finally. Peekaboo. There's some things in there and some stories and tales of where it came from, right?
That's right.
So that'll be season 9 coming up. We'll be looking in here. There's some gemstone stories lurking.
Is this baby? Labradorite. I can't even hold it.
Is it a sunstone?
Yeah,
From Oregon?
yeah. If I could hold it. That's what it is. That's what all those are. Right there. This is what he did look like.
That's the before?
Do you see those lines in there?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what he was. Amazing, huh?
Amazing.
That's amazing. Look at that. Labradorite. Crazy. Mica, natural mica from the tourmaline mines. Look at it.
Where's tourmaline mine?
The Himalaya down by Lake Henshaw, east of LA. See the layers in him? That's
Yeah.
what that is. Okay,
Okay.
the end.